out to you this week in TV, news, and life? Well, we're going to tell you what stood out for us. Because who talks about it?
We talk about it.
Now.
Hey everybody, it's
guys.
another We Talk About It Now, and we're going to review what happened this week in life. So, I'm one of your hosts, I'm Joe.
I'm Marisa.
And here we go. We're going to go start with TV first. Always fun. And let's go back to Sunday.
Seems like so long ago. Yes.
And
almost a week ago.
That's probably been hashed out enough, but Golden Globes.
Yeah, it was a snooze fest.
Boring as hell.
Tina Fey and Amy Poehler were funny.
For like the 10 minutes total
they
were on.
That they allowed them.
3 hours.
Their opening monologue was really great, and then that was about it.
Mm-hmm. Then it fell. Just
there you go. Ruth Wilson won, which is great, but that's about it for me because I love her. But
so I committed to watching the Golden Globes until about 10 p.m.
Okay.
Because that's when Looking on HBO came on.
Jill loves Looking.
I'm literally obsessed with it. Me and my roommate are. It makes me smile from ear to ear, and I get so sad every time it ends.
What do you like about it? It's Jonathan Groff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It represents literally how I feel in my life as a gay man at 34 years old. I don't know how old they are in the show, but like literally last season I fell in love with it because I'm like, this is like literally my life.
So you think it's a good representation?
Yeah.
Well, that's good because sometimes people say they watch a certain show and like that's not a representation of me or my community or the group of people that I'm a part of.
I think it's doing a really good job at representing the gay community and being honest and gritty about it, but still.
Does it take place in New York?
Representing it well. No, in San Francisco.
Oh, cool.
I wasn't last week. I wasn't happy that it wasn't in New York, but I'm loving the San Francisco turn on it.
Nice. A little Looking. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, also on HBO, I'll tell you what else had its season premiere was the season premiere of Girls, and I am definitely a Girls fan. I've loved it. I didn't watch it when it first started. I kind of binge watched the first season, and then I was like, okay, I'm in.
When season 2 was in, I discovered it and watched all of it, caught up, and then started regularly at that point.
Okay, that was like me, and I like it. And I read Lena Dunham's book, and I was like, okay, I'm into this. I really do enjoy it. But I have to say, I watched that premiere on Sunday. I was very excited to watch it, and it was also a snooze fest.
Yeah,
I was shocked that was a premiere of a show.
To kick it off now a show that is really popular. She's just come off writing a book. Allison Williams had Peter Pan. There's like so many things happening for the actors as well as their characters, and I was just like really surprised that was the premiere. And maybe you guys disagree, but no, me and Missy had the same thought where they're like, we can't watch this whole season of like all of them are sad.
It was just so
not
stagnant.
One of them is happy, and there's just like. You don't want to watch a show where, like, literally everyone's just depressed.
Right. I mean, Allison Williams did get a rim job on the show, which seems to be the highlight of it, which is like, okay. And apparently she said that, I read an article where she kept telling the person, whatever, that she just wanted to smell like cake. So they, like, sprayed her down, so that she would feel comfortable in it. And the craziest thing that I think is that a reporter asked Brian Williams, her father, how did he feel about watching Allison Williams get a rim job? First of all, why would you ask him that? Like, what do you expect?
What father's going to be like? Thought it was great.
I really enjoyed watching Allison get a what do you think? He's Brian Williams, and it's her father. I just was like so shocked by that. But that was really the only exciting thing. Was that not even exciting? I just was like, okay, something to talk about, I guess.
Yeah. Let's move on. Girls.
Anyways, that was Girls. We'll keep watching them. We'll let you know how we feel.
What else stuff for your TV this week? That was about all I
yeah. The only other thing I'll say is if you haven't watched it, it's on Starz, and the second half of the season is going to come back out in April. But I'm obsessed with Outlander. I'm currently reading the book. We could take a whole episode for me to tell you why you should also be obsessed with Outlander. I have no words. Let me just put it to you this way. There are men in kilts. There is a woman time traveling from World War II back to the Scottish Highlands in the 1740s. And there is a lot of just beauty and sex and gore, and it's just so good. And I'm reading the book, and I'm happy to report that I think the show lives up pretty well to what I've read so far. So
cool. I haven't watched it, so can't really.
Just like to do that to Eric to annoy him. Outlander, like just do the accent. I am living for it. So that's TV.
TV.
Now to get a little serious, let's talk about the news a little bit. There's a lot going on in the world, as we kind of talked about last week after the terrorist attack in Paris. And this week we were kind of talking about, I was saying, does terrorism, does it feel close to home? Like, once the week has gone by now how do we feel about everything that happened now that we've had, a week?
I can say I was disappointed that the United States did not feel the need to send anyone to a wonderful march where a lot of global leaders were there. So kudos.
They didn't even send Joe Biden, right? They didn't send anybody.
No high-ranking official. Nobody.
They were like, "Oops, everyone's busy, so take a number."
Watching the boring Golden Globes, and then I found it shocking because I didn't know, but. Apparently, our administration says the war on terror is over.
Really?
Yeah, it's
I feel not up.
It's just random. Oh, Obama. The war on terror ended, apparently, after Afghanistan. But I'm like, well, it's still... I don't think... It's like the war on drugs. That's never ended.
Right, it's continuous.
There's still terrorism.
But and it also bothers me because it happens in other countries that aren't... I mean, right now in Africa, in Nigeria, there's always some sort that's happening to a group of people.
Yeah.
And not to say that what happened in Paris is not, it's horrible. And people died, and an act of terrorism is always, it's horrible. But I do have to tell you that there are people that are dying in Nigeria, triple what happened in Paris. And I just feel like sometimes when the news gets involved or something feels glamorous almost, and I hate to use that word, we, rush in, and we definitely should have sent somebody, but it's like, to say that the war on terror is over is to eliminate so many groups of people in this world who...
I didn't know it ended. It was news
to me.
No,
it was news to me
this week.
I can't with Obama. I can't.
Let's move on from that.
Yeah. Anyways.
So,
I'm interested to know how you guys feel.
Do you think the war on terror is over?
Right.
Do you have concerns that now all these rogue events are happening?
Yes.
So...
What else in the news?
The next award show.
Oh, the Oscars.
I just have to go on the record and say, Al Sharpton, shut the fuck up. How do you go from an Oscars last year where 12 Years a Slave wins Best Picture, a black actress wins Best Supporting Actress, and now what?
Wait, what did he say?
1 year later? Oh, that Hollywood's racist and called this emergency meeting. Here's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay.
I understand where the argument comes from,
mm-hmm.
but think of all the movies that come out in a year, all the actors that are in these movies in a given year.
Mm-hmm.
What, 5 people get to be nominated?
Mm-hmm.
Someone's being left out.
Yes.
And I don't think you need to make sure that in Oscar nominations, you have a white nominee, a black nominee, an Asian nominee, a Latino nominee. Oh, but now you can't fit in a gay nominee, a transgender nominee. Someone's going to be left out.
No, absolutely. I think people felt that, particularly with Selma, that it was such a powerful movie. It is a great movie. The direction is wonderful. There was some great acting, that it should be applauded. And I think, again, when the news is involved, people use it as a jump start. If the director from Selma was white, Asian, it wouldn't matter. I think that this director should have been nominated because I think it was a great artistic endeavor about someone who was such a great figure in our country. The acting is really great, and it is a great movie.
Yeah.
But again,
transition into happier times of just
life. What was our life like this week? So, Joe, what are some things that happened to you this week?
I told my roommate this week that
mm-hmm.
I gotta find my mojo again. I am not watching what I eat. I'm not exercising. I owe you all, serious blogs. I looked, and my last one I posted was December 15th. I'm supposed to write, 3 of them since then, but just haven't. I just, in some area of my life,
mm-hmm.
I told her, I need to get back on track.
Okay.
Because
I feel like a lot of people feel that way.
My motivation the last month and a half has literally been the Bravo channel and making sure I watch everything that pretty much they air. And that just should not be my motivation in life.
But I don't think you're alone. I think a lot of people feel, especially in the winter, it's a struggle, like I said, when we talked about resolutions and that whole thing, about your, how do you get your mojo going again? I think a lot of people how do you guys get your mojo going? I mean, life-wise, I have been going to the gym, which I've been actually pleasantly surprised by, but not in an extreme way.
So I've been wanting to go more than, every day, let's say. And I've been going, it's been averaging about 3 times.
That's good.
And sometimes I just go quickly and I can't get everything in, and I didn't sweat. I don't feel. But it's just like, I'm just trying to be chill about it. My eating can be better, but I'm trying to. I definitely didn't have Taco Bell today.
Only one taco.
I had 2. I had one on the train. You only saw the other one.
Oh, don't even ask what I do.
And root beer. But still.
I get 3 tacos, and then I get a
good.
nachos taco.
I was never a Taco Bell person until Eric.
Cool
He's
Ranch
ruined it.
And the regular. So
That's
I eat 5 tacos when I go to Taco Bell.
Yeah,
Plus
no, it's a lot
the
of
large soda.
So good. I'm going to Florida next week, which I'm really excited about. So, yeah, that's...
Well, speaking quickly of Taco Bell, that just popped in my brain. I'm also obsessed with Watch What Happens Live, and Gwyneth Paltrow was on, and I just always thought she was a hoity-toity blah.
Yeah.
Learned that she has a sense of humor, and now I like her because she, too, is obsessed with Taco Bell. It's like the fast food she eats.
Okay, Gwyneth.
I was like, all right, Gwyneth, you and me just bonded.
She hasn't talked about that
I
on
like
Goop. All right, cool. Lastly, Monday is Martin Luther King Day. I know we were talking about Selma and the Oscars and everything.
Yes.
I think someone that I really, really admire, Martin Luther King, I just think... I don't know, I think we get away from it. I think it's like, oh, it's a day that the kids don't have school, of course. Like,
just like Veterans Day.
All the things. So I think it is important to remember somebody who really was an amazing figure in this country, somebody who promoted just so much good.
In the right way.
In such the best way. The best way. Like just, and I wish that everybody, no matter what color or whoever you are, that you maybe take a moment and go Google or get a book and read some stuff that Martin Luther King said. I think we could all benefit from kind of going back to the message of Martin Luther King.
Thank you so much for watching this week. Definitely go to our Facebook page. Let us know on this episode on YouTube. What stood out to you this week? Did we have it right? Let us know. Also, your opinion on these topics. Go ahead. Also, go to wetalkaboutitnow.com, and you can participate there by letting us know what topics you think we should discuss, but also about other episodes. Let us know what questions you want us to answer, getting to know us. Read our blogs. I'll get some up there this week because I owe you a lot of them. And next week, check out, we're going to do a little blast from the past footage that you haven't seen yet because Marisa is taking a well-deserved vacation to Orlando, Florida, for Disney World. I'm jealous. So... check it out. We're going to get some bloopers and extra footage out next week. A little blast from the past. Here we go. Thanks for watching, and everyone, have a great week.
Thanks, guys.